Everybody, how are you? Today we'll solve out questions about limited. Limited about len 1 minus x over x. When x approximates to 0, it will be negative 1 because the result here will be len e power negative 1. The coefficient about x will be negative 1, and then we can drop negative 1 outside here, multiplication len e, and we know len e equal 1. The result will be negative 1. You can find the result in one step. It will be negative 1 in one step. Look at here, limited when x approximated to 3, about function len x minus 2 over x minus 3. We can convert x minus 2, it will be x minus 3 plus 1, like denominator, to divide two parts and find the limited about the rule. Because we know the limited where x approximated to 0, about function x plus 1 over x, it will be equal what? 1. Okay, I will solve it here. Limited when x subtract by 3 approximately to 0, move it to left hand side and change the sign here, and here write len x minus 3 plus 1 over x minus 3. Okay, and then we can write limited when x minus 3 approximated to 0, limited x approximated to 0, the result here will be 1. So it must be like this denominator. So we have here x minus 3 equality x minus 3, so the result here will be equal 1. Look at this example. Limited when x approximated to 0, len x power 2 plus 3x plus 1 over len x power 2 plus 5x plus 1. We can factorize this expression or this expression, so we must multiplication by expression can tell me or give me the result about the rule. We know about last question, limited when x approximated to 0, about len x plus 1 over x, it will be 1. So we can find this by write limited outside here about x approximating to 0, and write len here x power 2 plus 3x plus 1 over x power 2 plus 3x. We can get the result here, it will be 1. Okay, why we do it? To get the result, write this here up here, x power 2 plus 3x multiplication by what? Right, this it will be 1 quality. Okay, I will write this denominator here by what? Write x power 2 by 5x plus 1. Okay, I write two expression new here. Okay, its quality is this number, and we won't find again this expression x power 2 plus 5x right outside and inside here. Understood? I will write what? X power 2 plus 5x over x power 2 plus 5x, and replace them. I will replace this here to find the result. Okay, I will write len when x approximated to 0, len x power 2 plus 3x plus 1 over x power 2 plus 3x multiplication by what? This function here. I will replace them, replace two expression here. It would write here x power 2 plus 5x here, and x power 2 plus 3x here, and write x power 2 plus 5x plus 1 behind it, and x power 2 plus 5x, and distribute it limited about all expression here. I will write limited here about inverse the rule. It will be get 1 here, because I will write limited here. It's like it's a base. We can write multiplication by x to left hand side and right hand side, it will be x power 2, and we will add 3x x power 2 here plus 3x by multiplication by x left hand side and right hand side, and we will get 3x to left hand side and right hand side. I will put 3x. To find this, multiplication by 3 first. Look at here, 3x equal approximated to 0, and I want to fill it here x power 2. x power 2, it will be what? Equal 0, because when x approximated to 0, put 0 here, it will be x power 2 plus 3x will be approximated to 0. 0 plus 0 equals 0. Okay, and then write len x power 2 plus 3x plus 1 over x power 2 plus 3x. Look at here, this angle, like this angle, and the len here, and unknown plus 1 divided by unknown, the result will be equal 1. Multiplication by, we can write limited when x power 2 plus 5x approximated to 0. Why? When x approximated to 0, then expression will be 0, and we'll write it's in the top, it will be power negative 1, and right here in the top x power 2 plus 5x plus 1, this expression in the power in the top here, and the numerator x power 2 plus 5x, and limited when x approximated to 0 about this expression here, x power 2 plus 3x over x power 2 plus 5x. The result here will be 1, because we have the same piece here plus 1, and write len outside, because we have len here in the example. Are you see len about this expression here? Okay, len here, this expression in the top, when the piece here approximated to 0, len unknown plus 1 over unknown, the result will be 1 power negative 1, it will be 1, and the result about here x equals 0, 0 plus 0, here put x equal 0 here, it will be 0 over 0 and define. So you can simplify it and write limited when x approximated to 0, you can write x height common factor between two expression in numerator and denominator, and write x plus 3 and here x plus 5. We can cancel x by x, and then we can write x equals 0 here, 0 plus 3 equals 3, 0 plus 5 equals 5, so the result here will be 3 over 5, and here 1 and here 1, so the result will be 3 over 5. The result will be what? 3 over 5. Understood? If e power 2x subtract e power 5 ax over 3x equal 2, want to find a here. We can add negative 1 and positive 1 here. To use the rule, we know e power 2x subtract by 1 over 3x. I will add here negative. Okay, complete with me here the first, and then complete steps. Right, negative e power 5ex plus 1. I add 1 and subtract 1 about this example to find the rule. You are limited x approximated to 0. We can find the result here, e power 2x subtracted by 1 over 3x, and here we can write negative here e power 5ex subtracted by 1 over 3x, because negative here, look at here, negative times negative equal positive. And then we can find the result about limited 1 here. It will be what? It will be the power e power 2x here, e power 2x, because we have here e power 2x and 3x. We can write the denominator here, right? Third power outside here, third, right? Combination between two terms here to simplify, right? Limited when x approximated to 0, e power 2x minus 1 over x. So the result here will be e power 2 subtract by third, limited when x approximated to 0, e power 5ex minus 1 over x. The result will be equal to, the result here will be 2, and here coefficient of x, it will be 5a. The result will be equal to, multiplication by 3 to simplify it will be e power 2 subtract 5a, it will be 6. then a power 2 subtract 5a subtract by 6, it will be equal 0. You can factorize it. A times a equal a power 2 and 3 times 2 equals 6. No, we want to find two numbers, multiplication between them 6 and the difference between 5 will be 1 times 6, greatest like the denominator, and here like the difference or the difference about positive negative. Then a equal negative 1 and a equal 6. And give us the information a polling to r positive, so the result will be 6. A will be equal 6. Okay, if limited x approximated to 0 about len 1 plus ax over bx equal negative 1, then a plus b. We know b in denominator, we can write it outside here. We can write here 1 over b multiplication by len 1 plus ax over x. Look at here x and here 1 plus ax. He tell us the result will be negative 1. We know the limited about this function when x approximating to 0 about this function, it will be what? It will be a times 1 over b, it will be a over b. The result will be negative 1. Then a equal negative b, so a plus b equal 0. Understood? If limited when x approximated to 0, then x plus 1 all power root k over x equal 4, then k equal space. We can drop the power here and you will get the rule. If you drop here, it's outside root k multiplication by limited x approximated to 0 about this function len x plus 1 over x, it will be equal 4. It's the rule. The result here will be 1 about this limited. 1 times the root k, it will be root k equal 4, then k equal 16. If limited e power x plus 1 plus a subtract e power a over x approximated to 0 is equal 1 over a, then a equals b. We can convert this to the theorem by write e power a outside, right factor between two terms here. Okay, write e power a outside between two terms here and write limited when x approximated to 0. The result here will be e power what? E power x, because multiplication between them it will be e power x plus a. Subtract by 1 over x. He tell us the result will be 1 over e, it will be e power negative 1. So this is the rule. Theorem here, it will be 1 e power x subtract by 1 over x. When x approximated to 0, it will be 1. Understood? So meaning e about len e, it will be 1. Limited when x approximated to 0, e power x subtract by 1 over x. It's constant here. It changes the constant to a or z. It will be len constant. Constant here, it's meaning len e. Len e equal 1. 1 times e power a, it will be e power a multiplication by e power a multiplication by 1 equal e power a equal e power negative 1, then a equal negative 1. Okay, because it's the rule. The result here will be what? Will be 1. About this, result will be 1. Limited x equals 0 when e power x minus 1 over x, limited x equals 0, the result will be 1. If limited 2x in parentheses or power 1 over x plus 1 when x approximated to k equal what? Equal e. Here's the result, gives the result here. Then k equal what? Okay, we can convert it, right? Limited when x approximated to k about this expression here, right? 2 plus x all power 1 plus x, the result will be e. We can change it to here, right? 1 and 1. Limited when x approximated to k, it will be 1 plus x all power x plus 1. He tell us the base here equals the base here, so it will be equal e when x plus 1 here approximating to 0. then x approximating to what? -1. Then k will be equal -1. If limited when x approximating to 0, then a1 plus x all power 4n over x equal a power 2 plus 4. We can drop the power here to find the rule and the theorem here. Look at here, we can write 4n outside here, drop it outside. About limited when x approximating to 0, ln of 1 plus x over x, he tells us the result will be a power 2 plus 4. We know it's the theorem. The result here will be what? 1. 1 times 4n all 4. We have here, it's a, okay. It's a, sorry, it's a. 4a multiplication by 1. The result here will be 1. It's the rule. Equal a power 2 plus 4. Then a power 2 plus 4, moved it to left hand side, it will be negative. Plus 4 subtract 4, it will be equal 0. Then a power 2 subtract 4, a plus 4 equals 0. We can write here a and write -2 will power 2 power 0. Then a will be equal to the theorem. Okay, understood? The power here was a. Then a equal what? Equal 2. Look at this example. We want to find unknown a. We can divide it by x numerator and denominator to using the theorem. Look at here, I will write limited. And when x approximating to 0, a power ax minus 1 over x. And here limited when x approximating to 0, ln 1 plus 3x over x. Is the rule here, we can find the result in the top coefficient of x, it will be a. And he tells us the result was 2. Then a over what? The result here, it will be coefficient of x, it will be 3. The result will be 2. Then a will be equal 6.